All right, Hans, the mainstream media and the Democrats, it's not just the media, it's the Democrats as well, they're focusing on that one line of the Inspector General's report where he says these are mistakes, errors, oversights. This was perhaps a violation of their standard operating procedures, but it doesn't show inherent bias. I don't understand how you can read that report and come to that conclusion.
Yeah, I don't think you can. It's an almost 500-page report, and it's the most damning report about misbehavior at the FBI I have ever seen. It's very clear that the FBI misled the FISA court to convince them to issue the eavesdropping warrants against the Trump campaign. And as you said before, they had exculpatory facts and evidence from the very beginning, and yet they failed to give any of that to the court. And when they had information about the lack of credibility and reliability of Christopher Steele and his dossier, they failed to give that to the court too. I think it's pretty clear. If the FBI had actually been honest with the FISA court, I don't think there's any chance that any of the judges would have issued those warrants and authorized what was spying on the Trump campaign.
Well, I would assume not here, because the truth about the Steele dossier wasn't disclosed to the FISA court judges. And the FBI had actually applied for a FISA court warrant before they had their hands on the Steele dossier. They were denied that initial application because they didn't have substantiating evidence for their claims. The only reason it was then approved was when they added the Steele dossier into their second round of applications. But like you said, they withheld or refused to include really critical information about the Steele dossier, which completely debunks not only the claims, but the credibility of the author of that dossier. Hans, my question to you is, this does not look to me to be just violation of FBI procedure. It wasn't just something where it's like, oh, HR wants to talk to you about that. This to me seems like a violation of the law.
Yeah, I think it potentially is. You talked about what the media is focusing on, where the IG said he doesn't have any documentary or testimonial evidence of political bias. But that's basically saying, well, none of the FBI agents would admit they had political bias. Right after that, he says, however, the IG, that he was provided with no satisfactory reasons by the FBI personnel to explain their misbehavior in handling the case. That, I think, is very telling.